I made a video 2 or 3 days ago, just before the TCG player sale started, talking about two specific booster boxes that I believed were going to start skyrocketing because I showed you guys the evidence why I believe that these were really going to start moving up. And in that video, I talked about Lost Origin and Fusion Strike. And I showed you guys, you can watch the video, it's just a couple days old. And I explained why I believe that these two were really going to start moving up. I showed kind of my evidence, my reasoning. Well, it's only a few days after that video, and we already kind of seen some proof of that happening. Specifically with Fusion Strike. You'll see later today I'll make a video specifically about Lost Origin and talk about that. But specifically, I need to talk about Fusion Strike in this video and just about this set because Fusion Strike is doing something that really no other Sword and Shield set is doing right now, even during this whole sale. Because I know, sales are up, more people are buying during this TCG player sale, I know. But look at every other Sword and Shield booster box out there. None of them are really doing what Fusion Strike is doing. Fusion Strike is right now, in these past few days, is outperforming all these other Sword and Shield sets. So it's very surprising because I think Fusion Strike, yes, we all know it's a good set, but I don't think this was the one people really thought was going to perform the best out of everything. I think a lot of people thought, Evolving Skies, for example, was going to go over 1,000. I really thought it was. But they're still selling for low 900s. I see them listed for 930. But Fusion Strike, just a few days ago, was $260. I don't know if I can show you guys here, but just a few days ago, it was 200. It says 250, but if you had the $10 shipping, you can watch my video where I talked about this set a few days ago. It was $260. And now just a few days later, the cheapest listing on TCG Player is $290. It is almost a $300 booster box. Fusion Strike. I honestly, I don't know when I said it, but I feel like I said at some point. I believe that, Fusion Strike, some of these other sets, Chilling Reign, the end of next year, 2025, I believe that they would be 300. But we are already seeing a set like Fusion Strike reach almost $300 right now. It's pretty insane. And I know, because of the sale, this has happened a lot quicker. But I really think the supply for Fusion Strike boxes really isn't there. Because, I made a video just recently talking about how there's a bunch of supply in the market. With the sale, a lot of people were holding on to inventory and people dumped a lot of product. And we see a lot of these booster boxes, a lot of the more modern stuff like Scarlet and Violet, we're seeing a lot of supply of those. But some of these Sword and Shield sets, there just isn't that amount of supply out there because these are now out of print. A lot of people don't have them anymore. So some of these older boxes I really think are going to be more affected by the sale than, the more modern boxes. And Fusion Strike is just a perfect example of that. And when you look at the listings, you can see there's not that many. So you can see here, $291. Then it goes to the same price, $292. And then here it's $295. And you can see there's not that many. We go to the second page. You see here, this person has 4 for $296. And then it goes to 300. So there's less than 10 boxes available for under 300 on TCG Player. And we still have this sale. And people are still buying these for around 280. So unless we have some huge dump in supply or more people start listing them and they list it for cheaper, there's less than 10 boxes available before, it goes to 300. It's very crazy to see a set like Fusion Strike when not too long ago, a few years ago, these were $80 a box. And now it's almost 300. It's crazy to see this stuff. And it's really surprising. I didn't think Fusion Strike was honestly going to do this quickly, but it did. So I'm very surprised. But if you go on eBay, and this is where whenever I make these types of videos, I always share deals that I find. There is a deal right now, believe it or not. So I showed you guys, it's they're going for $290. You can see all the listings. You probably have already spotted the one I'm going to talk about here. But you can see all these listings. They're all for around 300, 300. This is 280, 300, 300. You can just see there's a ton of listings, just 280, 300. There's not that much out there. There's not much going for under market. They're all just market price 280, 290, 300. But I guess the deal's after this. But I want to show you guys sold listings just to show you guys that they are selling for this price. It's not just TCG Player. People on eBay are paying close to 300. It's 300 here. It's 280, 275, 275, to low 270s. This was 255, the lower listing. This is a UK one. I'm not going to count that. This one's what, 270, and this one's 275. And I wanted to show you guys this too. Honestly, I don't know if these are fake sales or something, but I feel bad for people that bought this because I saw this and I just need to show you guys this. Like, okay, like I understand if people aren't into Pokemon, but this looks like pretty fake in my opinion. Just the colors are so off. Like, I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, it's very different. But anyways, I want to show you guys that. That's kind of besides the point. But here is the sale. By the time this goes up, hopefully this is still available. But you're seeing sales of 280, 290, close to 300. I know this is expensive. I understand it's $250. But just understand with what we're seeing here, $250 right now is a deal. Is it the best investment of time? Maybe not. But I'm just showing you guys this deal because anytime I find deals for some of these more expensive boxes, especially ones that have been going up, I share deals. So this is a deal right now. I'm not telling you to buy it, but if you're interested in Fusion Strike, there's this deal. Am I going to be picking up any? Probably not because I already have some. And yeah, I'm probably not going to be picking up any myself. But if you have no Fusion Strike, I don't think it's going to get any cheaper than $250 because these are not getting reprinted again. And it looks like the market price is about to hit $300. So if you want this deal, it's here. Now, something very interesting about Fusion Strike is that the Gengar, we all know this is like the most expensive card in Fusion Strike and why it's sort of a really good set because people just like this Gengar alternate art. But these prices have gone back up for, this Gengar. Like they've rebounded super quickly. Like look at this growth in just a few months. It's crazy. It went up, what, 33%? Like all the way from 300 to 400 in just a few months. So obviously this is partially probably the reason why these Fusion Strike, booster boxes are also going up because this card's going up, so it's all kind of correlated. But these have started rebounding. Alternate arts, the Gengar, it's coming back up because we all know, they kind of, had their peak here and they kind of just dipped. But now it has actually gone back up. And if we're looking at sales, we can see that people are buying them for around low 400s. So, yeah, this was kind of crazy to see. I didn't expect this to be back to $400, but it's back at its like all-time high. But it's just the Gengar, really. Everything else is sort of not doing that. I have to change this to near mint. So if we change it to near mint, well, actually, it's been going up. I guess the lightly played is a sort of different thing. Well, I guess not that much. It's just in this month. But other than that, I guess it's sort of rebounding as well. The Mew, though, the Mew alternate art, you can see here, actually all of them have been kind of slightly going up. I thought I saw it differently before, but I guess not. Maybe they actually are going up. So I guess just everything's going up. I guess I was wrong because I was looking at these before I started making the video and I thought some of them were actually going down, but I guess I'm wrong. They're actually all starting to rebound, so maybe we're seeing something here. I don't know, guys. I just want to show you guys these cards because I thought it was only the Gengar going up, but I guess everything is. So, yeah. Just want to show you guys this because Fusion Strike, out of all the Sword and Shield sets, I feel like Fusion Strike people like knew it was one of the better ones in Sword and Shield, but I honestly thought Lost Origin was going to go up before Fusion Strike did, but it seems like that's not the case. And I'm gonna make another video today about Lost Origin, so I'm gonna talk about that later. But surprisingly, Fusion Strike is about to hit, as it looks like, $300. What a time to be alive in Pokemon.